At long last, our circle is ready to go forth from the young king in Rolke, in this brief period of respite in an ongoing, brutal magical war between extreme magical forces. Our circle of knights in our Crescent Land is ready. Circle of Hands is a brutal game. A game where decisions, at least from the character's perspective, are matters of life and death. Circle of Hands invites players, through the vehicle of their characters, to journey into the Crescent Lands, a very harsh and unforgiving setting, at war, in a very real sense, with itself, and also because of extreme and opposing magical forces. This particular experiment will be run, like many experiments on this channel are, as a multiple GM format. I have the great pleasure to go first. I'll be running 2 sessions, and I have 3 other friends with whom to play, and they each will take on the mantle of Game Master in the Crescent Lands as we guide our pool of 8 interchangeable characters through venture after venture, facing all sorts of things and having to make all kinds of decisions. But who are these other Game Masters? Well, let's take a look. I think people who are familiar with this channel will be familiar with these people and maybe could have predicted that they'd be the ones involved in this experiment. Of course, we just finished our experiment with The Veil, with Jean-Francois and Ivan, and our ongoing all-for-one Regime Diabolique campaign has recently added Eloy to the cadre of musketeers. And it is this group of people, we 4, who will form the 8 members of the circle. We've each created 2 characters, and for every venture, we will draw 3 out. The 3 players will choose which characters to portray. They may not portray the same character twice in a row. So that's very, very interesting, but just part of the mystery that awaits us in the Crescent Lands. The characters which each of us may or may not portray will be Anselm, Bernhard, Falk Wolfram, Gisbert, Hadric, Ingolf, Kai Ernst, and Ottomar. If you're interested in learning more about Circle of Hands, written by Ron Edwards and released by Adept Press, well, a chapter-by-chapter exploration, a read-through, a cold read-through, which ends with an interview with the author himself, can be found on this channel in the Learning New Games playlist. And of course, as we play through, we'll be talking about the game in greater and greater detail. As usual for us, each session will be followed by a detailed recap and reflections video from each participant, which will allow us to peel back all the different layers of this particular onion, and we invite everybody who watches to get involved in the conversation and commentary afterward. I hope that our exploration will be as fun for those who may watch it as for we who play it. Our circle is on the move.